Yeah, I see the title, man. Let's get to it.
I know what you're going to say. Kobe, Michael.
Well, this is an interesting situation because about 2000, I had the team, was still probably 99 when I'm coaching the Lakers. Michael's out. He's been retired for a year. And he comes to a ball game, and I said, let's meet in, chairman's room after the game. I want you to talk to Kobe a little bit. He tends to take over a game, at a certain time in the game. And I think that, if you convince him to just wait, just be patient, allow the game to kind of come to him when it's necessary for him to do some things, because the team kind of loses their offensive direction. So I get in this room, and he sits down, and he goes, first thing Kobe says is, I could kick your ass one-on-one.
But not even letting him get anything
There's
out.
no conversation.
What did Michael say back?
You might.
You might?
Just
He
might.
said you might?
Yeah, he said, I've been on the game a couple years. You just might.
So who wins if you have to pick?
No, it's going to be MJ. He's got that hand. He's got the glove, as the glove used to be known. But when a guy can pick the ball up with one hand when he's dribbling like Michael could do that and take the ball to the basket, it's very difficult.
Michael Jordan is like, for basketball for me, he's the end-all be-all. Like, he's the best player I've ever seen. I believe he's the best player I'll ever see. I believe he'll be the best player a million years from now. I really believe that. I believe he is the best ever.
What do you think about him? Like, what, if you had to sum it up? Because I try to explain it to my wife.
Right.
I didn't never see him play.
Right. Well, put it like this. And Vest pointed this out to me. Michael Jordan is so good that when somebody else is the top of the top, the great in their sport, they'll say, David Beckham is the Michael Jordan
I
of
want to
soccer.
ask you who you would rather play
I
with,
said
and
LeBron
that's
because
interesting
of
to
the
me that you would pick LeBron. Who would you rather?
I'm going with Jordan.
You'd rather play with Jordan. How come?
I just Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. He demanded so much from his teammates. He may not have elevated his teammates with his passing, although he was a great passer. He elevated his teammates with his demeanor, with his attitude. You took on the personality of Michael Jordan when you were out
Indeed.
there. And it made the team a lot better. It was like, if Jordan's not going to take stuff, I'm not going to take anything. That in itself, in the attitude and demeanor, makes you a better
Take
team.
yourself, your personality, what you bring. You gonna sit back and watch MJ, or you want to play with somebody that will defer
that's
to you at
interesting, 'cause
times?
yesterday we
He's
had-
not gonna defer to you now.
Right.
I'm talking about that's somebody that is great in his own right.
Nah, facts. This question is a different question than who's better. It's who would you rather play with? You know what I'm saying? MJ, you gonna be the second option off rip, like off rip. You're the second scoring option off rip. You know what I'm saying? Bron, you might be able to, you know what I'm saying, be his 1B. You know what I'm saying? Because Bron probably was still gonna be main, but you could be his 1B. And especially in his later years, you could be the 1A or the 1 and Bron the 2.
And he'll sit and let you do your own thing and won't hog the ball.
If it's about winning, and I
But
know
yeah, if it's
Jordan
about,
is
that's a fact. That's a fact. If it's about, I was just about to say that. If it's about winning, I'd rather play with MJ, man. I'm trying to get out there and get them dubs. You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
You're talented, me.
Hey,
I have
you
to
better
watch the
stop it right
greatest
now.
show on
You better
earth.
stop.
Bron have to do something, or
This
can
is-
he do something where you
It's
would
about
go,
winning, so.
now I would look at him as the best player?
No, I think he's certainly, just off the cuff, he's certainly the top 5 of all time. But playing against him and MJ, I think for me it's MJ all day long, only because how I played against him, and MJ just had everything, from mid-range to three-point to post-up game, and he could score and dominate in each position. LeBron is dominant. LeBron could do so many things on the floor. And
Do you think LeBron's a better all-around player than Jordan?
It's hard. That's hard to say because LeBron is probably one of the best passers that the league has seen.
Yeah, that I feel like that's hard to say as well because, if you're looking generally, LeBron was a better all-around player. He played better all around, but there was definitely stretches where Jordan showed his ability to pass the ball, rebound the ball at a very high level, almost average triple-double when they put him at point guard. You know what I'm saying? So shit like
MJ
that.
is probably the weakest part of his game. he didn't pass a lot, but at the same
He didn't
time,
pass a lot, but he could pass though. You know what I'm saying? That's see the choice of
MJ
words.
didn't have any other weaknesses in this game, and defensively, he was a two-way player. Defensively, he was incredible and just as dominant.
I really like Michael Jordan, and he and I are friendly. And he never changes. He just doesn't change. He's the same guy all the time. And I still see him every once in a while. And this guy has done more spectacular things than any basketball player I've ever seen.
I agree.
I mean,
that's Jerry. That is saying a lot.
I agree.
Consider
I've ever seen.
He's seen a lot.
That's a fact though, bro. Like, since I've been reacting to Jordan, bro, I've been seeing a whole lot of shit that you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, there's certain highlights that you will see and that you already know that, you know what I'm saying, that if you was a basketball fan, you would have seen already. Like, that shot, you seen that before. The free throw line dunk, you seen that before. Then we really start to dig deep into the Michael Jordan's career, bro. Recently, we just reacted to his rookie highlights or something like that. He had a dunk. He went up like this. You know what I'm saying? On the left side of the rim. He ran up, went up. He was like this. And dunked the ball without even looking at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Shielding the defender from the ball and just went over top of him. It's ridiculous, bro. Every day I see something new with MJ.
I know. I mean, just to go, like I said, we've worked backwards, obviously, from where he is now to where you were as a player. That speaks volumes. Especially, I mean, number of years with the Lakers, player, visor. I mean,
Terrell, the thing that people don't realize is some of the stuff he could do. He was the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah.
He was
yes,
playing.
absolutely.
He was the best offensive player.
No, man. Then Kobe, then Braun. Braun is the best all-around player we've ever seen, but he hasn't passed Kobe Jordan, my opinion. But I played.
What do you think Jordan will average? Where do you think he would fit in?
I mean, he can adapt his game to anything. He would fit in as the best player in the league. Like, that's where he would be. And, I feel like he'll have more possessions to do more things, but there's also more athleticism in his game, and there's more length in his game, but it's also more space for MJ to go to work. So I mean, we'll never know, but for sure, I mean, he's a masterful basketball player. Like we've been saying, his skill level is unmatched. So of course,
I just think there needs to be a line in the sand and no more comparisons, because it just can't be. Jordan didn't come straight out of high school. What if Jordan would have played 2 more years? Jordan played in a different era, So I'm kind of worn out of the comparisons, because I think you still have to talk about him being better than Kobe. You can't just jump up to Jordan. I don't think numbers just mean it.
That's what Dribble's Pro says.
Maybe he is the greatest teammate of all time instead of individual players. So when you get into the weeds of it, I've heard some really good arguments, and I can agree with those. But the overall arguments, I'm not sure. Because one day Durant's going to break all of those, and I think Durant will actually break Kareem's record. So it means a lot. That he did that, and I'm congratulations, very happy for him, but it doesn't do anything in the argument of who's better to me.
You mentioned MJ, and MJ has often called you like one of the toughest shooting guards he had to defend.
Right.
What was it like going against MJ?
First time seeing, I watched him in college, but I was in JUCO at the time, but first time actually seeing him live in front of you, he was cat quick. And
really?
Yeah.
At that size.
He was cat quick, and he had the ability to take one dribble and you try to get there, and he was in the air already. So, you had to do a lot of freaking film work on him because he had every move.
Right.
And he can get by you with one step, and once he get by you, he's taking flight. But one thing, he was gonna come at you each and every night.
Every night.
And Kobe had that same thing that, and
And I think all the great ones have it that they're thirsty to score. Like, you know, it's like, I gotta get it. You know, I gotta get that bucket. And the defenders be like, God damn, this dude is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have that mentality.
There's been a lot of debate about, you know, who's the greatest of all time. Obviously, a lot of people, they just overlook what Kobe has done. And, you know, obviously LeBron is great in his own right. Do you consider MJ the GOAT?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I went up against him each and every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And then you played with Kobe at the Lakers.
I played with Kobe, and Kobe was. I mean, he's in that level, no question about it. But Mike changed the game in so many other ways, not only on the court but off the court.
So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching.
That's the end of this one, y'all. Y'all know what to do, man. If y'all enjoyed, share the video on your social medias with your peoples. Click on the last reaction. And I'm out of here. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications as well.